Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Aditi Hossain. My bearing ID is 029. Welcome to the presentation on Mexico and Central America Free Trade Agreement. Here is our group profile. Before starting the whole presentation, we have to know what is Free Trade Agreement is. The concept of Free Trade Agreement is the opposite of trade protectionism. In simple sense, free trade agreement is a pact between two or more nations to reduce trade barrier among them. General Agreement on Trade, Tariff and Trade, simply said GATT 1994, originally defined the free trade agreement that includes only goods. An agreement with similar purpose to enhance liberalization of trade in service, named under Article 5 GATT, is an economic integration agreement. Such kind of agreement was made up between Mexico and Central America. This partnership is recognized as an extended economic zone. So far, Mexico had a separate bilateral agreement with Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Northern Triangle countries. So we can say that the free trade agreement between Mexico and Central America is an unified agreement. This unified agreement was signed on 22nd November 2011. So the participating countries are Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. The reason for free trade agreement. As we know, Mexico is an export-oriented country and more than 80% of Mexican export were dependent on US demand. In 2008, financial crisis in the United States affected the maquiladora sector in Mexico. Besides promoting competitiveness and development in the region by signing the agreement, Mexico is looking for new trading partner to break the heavily dependency on the United States. In June 2008, on the occasion of 10th Tuxtla Mechanism Summit, the head of state and government agreed to initiate a negotiation aimed at achieving convergence in a single instrument for free trade agreement between Mexico and Central American countries. This is the geographical location of the participating member in world map. Free trade agreement between Mexico and Central America. The free trade agreement was signed on November 22, 2011. The first round of negotiation was for standardization and convergence of existing trading treaties took place in May 2010 in Mexico City. After the total 8 round of negotiation, the countries concluded negotiation on October 20 and 2011. The free trade agreement between Mexico and Central America was ratified by the government of all parties by September 1, 2013. Mexican Senate approved free trade agreement on 15 December 2011. On January 9, 2012, the government of Mexico issued a decree approving free trade agreement. On 30th November 2012, the government of Mexico announced the entry into force of the Mexico-Central American Free Trade Agreement with Honduras. On 1st July 2013, the free trade agreement between Costa Rica and Mexico entered into force. After 2 months later, the agreement came into force between Guatemala and Mexico. The scope of the agreement provides border economic zone as compared to previous individual agreement. The Mexican Senate of Commerce indicated that the agreement aims to increase and facilitate commerce among the signatory party as it harmonizes trade rules that will allow companies to reduce cost while exporting and importing in the region. As the agreement replaced the following 3 former agreements between Mexico and Costa Rica and between Mexico, Nicaragua, and Mexico and Northern Triangle country consisting El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. This is the part of myself and the rest will be present by my fellow members.
Assalamu alaikum, myself Riyad Hussain. My bearing ID is 87. I am going to present the main objectives of this agreement and the primary traded goods that are being exported and imported under this agreement among these countries. The main objective of this agreement is to create an economic forum or economic unit. Besides this objective, there are many other objectives like to eliminate trade barriers, to promote fair competition in trade, to promote bilateral trade growth, to protect and enforce all intellectual property rights, and to increase investment opportunities. One major objective of this agreement is to remove technical barriers to capital flows. Whether these objectives are being achieved or not will be shown on our later part of this presentation. There are various kinds of primary traded goods and services that are actually being traded among these countries under this agreement. There are some primary traded goods that are exported to Central American countries from Mexico and vice versa, like the medium-tech manufactured goods like motorcycles, synthetic fibers, chemicals, fertilizers, plastic goods, and so on, where the low-tech manufactured goods like clothing, jewelry, ceramics, textiles, etc. On the other hand, the high-tech manufactured goods like television and transistors, pharmaceuticals, photographic cameras, power generation equipments are being exported to Central American countries from Mexico and vice versa. Actually, there is a significant level of trade creation is being created under this agreement. This part, the trade creation and trade diversion of this agreement is being created will be presented by our fellow members, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rakib Fakir, bearing ID 106. Now I will discuss the trade creation and trade diversion due to PTA between Mexico and Central America. Medium-tech manufactured export from Mexico to Central America accounted for 37.5% in 2007, but it was 34.5% in 1994. Mexican export of high-tech manufactured goods to Central American countries have fallen nearly 3% between the year 1994 to 2017, from 16.2% to 13.5%. The largest reduction in these types of products was recorded in Honduras and Nicaragua, while in the rest of the Central American countries there was a slight increase. Mexican export of primary products to Central American countries accounted less than 6% of the country's total sales to the region. In 2017, the large percentage imports were recorded in Nicaragua. It was 9.9% and El Salvador was 8.9% respectively. Natural resource-based goods by Mexican imports accounted for 30.4%, but it was 27.4% in 1994. These goods were being exported by Panama, Costa Rica, and Guatemala to Mexico. Account 87.8%, 49.8%, and 46.10% respectively. Mexico import low-tech manufacturing from Central American accounted for 24.3% in 2017, but it was 22.3% in 1994. Mexico imports of primary products from Central American is declined. It was 2.9% in 1994, but 7.4% in 2017. Finally, high-tech manufacturing imports by Central American from Mexican have seen a decline in recent years. In 1994, it was 6.6%, but in 2017, this percent was reduced to half. That means 3.4%. Their main buyers of El Salvador, reduction of tariff and non-tariff barriers. The 5 member countries includes Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua have agreed on maximum tariff, harmonized 95% of tariff rates, mostly for industrial goods. Now I will present my next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakib Fakir. Assalamu alaikum, myself Ishrat Jahan Bithi, bearing ID 19. I will now discuss about the reduction of tariff and non-tariff barriers with region. So, firstly, Mexico-Costa Rica Free Trade Agreement eliminated all the tariffs on non-agricultural products and established mechanisms of non-tariff barriers. Next. Then, in Mexico-Nicaragua Agreement, 76% of tariff on Nicaraguan exports and 45% on Mexican exports were eliminated. Next. Then, the Mexico Northern Triangle Agreement maintained similar stipulation to NAFTA. Next slide, please. The agreement harmonized external tariff 15% and internal tariff 12%. Eliminated to maintaining on the US agricultural products in 2020 on rice and chicken leg quartered by 2033 and the dairy products on 2025. Then next, and finally, this evaluation came out finally. Firstly, the internationalization poses a serious challenge to national structure. Secondly, due to under-diversified economic base, Central America do not possess the flexibility for full trade liberalization. So that's all from us. Thank you.